Every year around November, endangered little terns migrate thousands of kilometres from Southeast Asia to land on Australia's shores. It's on these beaches that they nest over summer, raising the next generation. They're welcomed by National Park shorebird rangers and a slew of volunteers and community groups who dedicate their summer to helping these threatened birds through the nesting period.
We're on the northwestern corner on the sand spit at Lake Conjola. This is about the highest point that there is between here and the ocean, so it's probably the most protected point from getting inundation from a big surf. We've got about probably 80 or 90 active nests at the moment. Mostly they've either got 2 or 3 eggs in. There's probably something like about 7 or 8 chicks that have just hatched in the last 24, 48 hours. They get here in early November, and then by the time they've sorted themselves out and paired up, and just before the end of November they start sort of nesting, and now 21 days later we've got quite a few active nests with chicks in them.
At a colony a little further north, the terns are just starting to nest. One of the most important jobs of the season is consistent monitoring of each colony. Volunteers and staff need to walk through the colony regularly and mark each nest. The aim here is to get in and out as quickly as possible to minimise disturbance, but also to be slow and methodical to ensure no nests are trampled and as many as possible are recorded.
When we find the eggs, we mark the nest, and then we continue to monitor them through to when the eggs hatch, and then hopefully until they fledge.
It's kind of like an Easter egg hunt where you're looking for the eggs, and it's a competition really. Who's going to find the most eggs or see the first nest? Monitoring is important for anything. You need to track these changes over time, and the only way we do that is through monitoring. So doing these nest surveys, we have a better understanding of, at each colony, how many eggs are in each nest or what the average egg size is. We are working out how many nests are actually active, how many nests that we lose, and then from there, how many of those turn into chicks that have hatched, and then how many chicks that have hatched turn into fledglings, which go and fledge with the parents and come back to do the whole circle of life again. Data is just so important to capture these stories that we are seeing and actually demonstrate that we are really doing great work.
To connect with things like when the tides are, when the high and low tides are, when the different birds are coming and going, migrating here. It's just given me a much bigger and broader understanding of the environment that I live in.
It really is a really important area for the birds that come down from Siberia and Asia. What one really hopes for is that you can get, at the end of the day, you get some fledglings that fly away.